Hi everyone, welcome to Yoga with Dreena. We're going to begin seated on our mat. So find a comfortable seated position, cross-legged or otherwise. If you have a bolster or a cushion, place it under your hips to prop up your bottom. It may feel a little more comfortable for you, it sure does for me, and I'm just using a standard cushion. Close your eyes and place your hands on your knees. We'll take a few minutes now to just arrive on our mat. Take some deep breaths. Sigh it out. When I was creating this sequence, the first idea that came to mind for this class was the concept of joy. And I come to my yoga mat pretty much every day, and even just a little bit of yoga, some movement that brings me some joy in the day. I really welcome that. And I know that I can take myself pretty seriously at times, and I notice myself doing that even in yoga. Perhaps you do too. In certain poses and throughout a class, I can kind of get serious. And really, there's enough in life to feel serious about that we don't need to take that on our mat. So today I invite you to find some joy in your movement on the mat, just to have some fun and not stress about doing everything perfectly or correctly. Just enjoy the movement, and hopefully that little bit of joy that you feel today on the mat, you can take that with you off the mat. Keeping your eyes closed, we're going to do a little bit of breath work. Equal part inhales and exhales. So I'll count us through. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Let go of the breathing technique and just observe how your breath feels now. Has it changed at all from when you first came to the mat? Maybe it hasn't, but perhaps it's a little more settled, easy. So just take that moment and observe. Open your eyes and bring your chin to your chest. Very simple neck stretch here. Feel how good it is just to stretch the back of your neck. Inhale and exhale here. Lift your chin. And now bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Let your left shoulder soften down so you can feel a nice stretch on the side of the neck. Roll your chin down and through to the left side. And same thing here. Let your right shoulder soften now. And feel the stretch in your neck. You may find one side is a little, I call it crunchier than the other. My right side is always very tight and tense, so I really feel the right side of my neck. Roll it through to the right again. And back down, chin down to your chest and to the left. And bring your chin back to your chest. Lift your chin up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Sigh it out. Bring the soles of your feet together into cobbler's pose. And you may have your heels very close to your groin here. If so, just move them out a little bit from your groin so that they're further away from your body. And now let your chin soften to your chest again. And continue that softening through the entire upper body. Let your body hang over. Let your arms soften. Let your spine curve. Feel that really delicious stretch down the back of your neck and through your middle spine all the way down to your lower back. Inhale and exhale here. If your body feels it going a little further, then just continue to sink down into the stretch. You can let your arms soften more. Just lower your body down. Feel the weight of your head, allowing your body to drop just a little further in this stretch. Inhale and come back to a tall seated position. And let's do some shoulder rolls. Draw your shoulders up to your ears and back and forward. Again, up and back and down and forward and again. And now let's change the direction. Back and up and forward. And just keep rolling your shoulders out at your own pace. Breathing through. Even this amount of movement already feels so good to me. Just some small movements can make a big difference. Release the shoulder rolls. Change the cross of your legs if you've been in the same seated position. And lift your arms to the sky. Now let them float down beside you as you twist your rib cage to the right for a gentle seated twist. As you're twisting, let your left hand cup your right knee and extend back with your right hand. Continue to twist from the rib cage. Breathe here. See if your shoulder is cropping up towards your ear, your right shoulder. If so, let it soften down with your exhale. Breathe. Exhale, release your arms back to center. Inhale your arms overhead. And again, soften, let your arms float to bring your rib cage to the left, your right arm in front, left arm in back. Then let your right arm cup your left knee. Tent your left fingertips behind you. Continue to twist from the rib cage. Initiate that twisting motion, not from the neck, but from the rib cage. Breathe here. Soften your face, your shoulders, and breathe. Release your arms back to center. Now extend your left arm. Inhale to extend your left arm overhead and bend over to the right until you feel a nice stretch down the left side of your body. For a deeper stretch, just inch your fingertips of your right hand away from your body, and you'll feel a little bit more of a deeper stretch on the left side. Breathe here. Now think about opening your rib cage to the ceiling. Here, bringing your left chest open to the ceiling. Breathe. Exhale and lower your left hand to the floor. Inhale, lift your right arm overhead and to the side, to the left side until you feel a good stretch in the right side of your body. If this is enough stretch, stay here for a little bit more. Move your fingertips on the left hand away from your body and sink into that stretch. Think about opening your rib cage up to the ceiling. Breathe. Soften the shoulders. And release your right arm to the floor. Now inhale and extend your chest, and expand and extend your chest forward. And then curve your spine back, flexing into some seated cat-cows. Inhale and expand your chest forward. Draw your shoulder blades back. And exhale, curve your spine. Bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, forward. And exhale, curve to flex your spine. A few more times at your pace. Inhaling and exhaling. Seated cat-cows. I really love this one. It's a nice alternative to doing cat-cows on your hands and knees if you have sore or sensitive knees or wrists, as my wrists and elbows sometimes are. I really like this as an option. So a couple of more times here. And come back to neutral seating. Make your way to the top of your mat, standing in mountain pose. Close your eyes. Just feel your body here for a moment. Root down through your feet. Have your feet about hips distance apart and feel your feet grounding into your mat. Breathe here. Inhale and reach your left arm overhead and let your right arm slide down the side of your right leg. Another side stretch here. Breathe into the rib cage. Open up that left chest to the ceiling again and breathe. And release your left hand down to the side. Inhale your right arm overhead and let your left arm slide down your left leg. Open up through your right ribs. Breathing. Always breathing. Try not to hold the breath. Exhale and release your right arm down. And we're going to do a move that I really love. It just feels good. And it's not often seen in a lot of yoga classes. It's one I really love. So keep your standing stance here. Just widen your feet a little bit more than hips distance. And I want you to soften through the knees and keep your feet nice and buoyant and your knees soft. You're going to begin to swing your arms side to side. This is called knocking on heaven's door. And it's a fun, playful motion. You want to make sure you're not locking your knees here. You're just swinging arms side to side. And the arms are really loose and dangly here. You're going to be knocking along your lower back and your hips, and that's the whole point. Just keep moving back and forth. Inhale and exhale as you twist. Inhale and exhale as you swing your arms from one side to the other. Keep it light, keep it simple, keep it joyful. And now begin to move your arms higher so that one hand is swinging towards your shoulder and the other is continuing to knock on your lower back, alternating side to side. Breathe here. Inhale, exhale, shoulder to hip, shoulder to lower back, shoulder to lower back. And a few more times. And just come to standing. Now place one hand on your heart and one on your belly. Just feel the energy moving through your body from that simple course of movement. Just feel the energy. Close your eyes for a moment. Release your hands to the side. And now for another movement that I think is so great and really gets your energy stirring. It's wonderful in the morning, any time of day that you need a bit of a pick-me-up. It's called Breath of Joy. And it's a 3-part inhale and then an exhale. So on the inhale, we're going to be lifting our arms up to the side and then up. And then on the release, you exhale. It's really important here on the exhale that you keep your head above your heart level, at or above heart level. So I'm going to demonstrate it here again. You go inhale, 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 exhale. Okay? We're going to begin and inhale, 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 exhale. Last time. Again, bring your hands, one to heart center and one to your belly. Just feel the energy, how it's moving through your body. And exhale. Come to mountain pose. Now take a big step, inhale and take a big step back with your right foot into low lunge. Lower your right knee to the floor. If your knee's sensitive, you can fold your mat over for a little extra cushion or have a cushion nearby, something to place under your knee, a towel, something for just a little extra cushion on your knee. And check your alignment here. Make sure your knee is not coming forward of your ankle. And also if you need, widen your stance. Sometimes we take these lunges in a very narrow stance. So widen your feet if needed for more balance. Inhale your arms up to ear level. Slightly extend your spine. And breathe here in crescent low lunge. It's a very nice, gentle back bend. Breathe here. And now while still in this position, Let's rotate, twist your ribs to the right and to the left, to the right and to the left, to the right and to the left. Back to center. Release your hands to the floor. Straighten your front leg. Point your toes and move your hips back into your half splits. Here, draw your toes to the right. Feel how that changes the stretch for you. And then back up to the ceiling and then to the left. Sometimes we're very static in these stretches. So try moving your foot around a little. See if it feels good to stretch in one area more than the other. Keep a gentle bend in your knee, in your left knee. Breathe here. Bend your left knee again. Step your right foot up to your left foot. And switch legs, bringing your left foot back now into crescent lunge. Again, check your alignment. Look at your right knee. Is it over your ankle? Pad your left knee if you need. And widen your stance if necessary. Inhale, raise your arms overhead at ear level. Now reach up and then back. Engage your abdominals a little bit here and reach tall and back for a gentle back bend. Breathe here. And now twist to the right. Actually, we're going to go to the left this time, to the left and right, left, right, left, right. One more time, left and right. Release your arms. Step your foot up. Oh, no, sorry. We are staying here and bending our knee, straightening our leg to come back into our half splits. So lower your hips back. Bring your right toes to the ceiling. Keep a slight bend in your right knee. Check your shoulders. They're not crunching up to your ears. Keep a long spine. And now move your toes, your right toes down to the left. Back to center. To the right. Back to center. Just keep moving. See where you want to hold this stretch for a few moments. And when you find that nice, joyful spot, breathe, hold, and breathe. Bend your right knee and step back to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stay here a moment and just dangle and forward fold. Clasp your elbows. Just move side to side. Let your lower back release. Come back to center. Inhale, halfway lift. Release and sweep your arms to the side. Inhale up overhead. And exhale your arms to the side. Stand in mountain pose. I'm going to come back to child's pose now. Make your way onto the mat. And in child's pose, if it feels uncomfortable to lower your bottom towards your heels, try propping a cushion or a block between your heels and your bottom. I do this often. I had a period of time where my knee was funky and acting up, and it's still a little bit tender some days. So this is how I usually sit up in child's pose, and it's a lot more comfortable for me. So give that a try if you find child's pose not so comfy. Really breathe here in child's pose. Sometimes we get into child's pose and just kind of, I don't know, take it for granted maybe. Take this moment and breathe down through your spine in child's pose and into your belly. Let your chest soften to the floor. Now, lift your chest slightly, inhale, and move your fingertips towards the left side of your mat. And then let your chest soften to the floor again, and you're going to feel a really good stretch down the right side of your torso. Inhale and exhale here. And tiptoe your fingers back to the center. Inhale and lift your chest slightly to again come to the right corner of your mat, just inching your fingers over until you feel a good stretch in the left side of your body. If it's enough stretch, stay right here for a little bit more. Just continue to move your fingers out to the side and even a little bit further away from you. Breathe here. And come back to center with your fingertips. And just make your way onto your backs. Lying on your back with your legs extended. Draw your right knee into your chest. Hold your right knee with your hands. And extend your left foot long on the mat. Engage through that left foot. Flex your foot. Feel it lengthen. And now begin to move your right knee towards your right shoulder. So it's not coming into your chest as much as it's moving towards that angled part of your shoulder, almost to your armpit. You have some opposing stretch here. Stretch long with your left foot. Pull in with your right knee. Breathe here. Now inhale, lift your hips slightly to the right and draw your right knee across the left side of your body for a reclined twist. Look over your right arm if that's comfortable and accessible to you. Hold and breathe here. I love twists, and reclined twist is, I think, one I do every day. On an inhale, draw in with your abdominals to bring your knee back to your chest. Release your right knee and foot to the floor. And now switch legs. Bring your left knee into your chest. Hold with your hands. And fully extend your right leg. Flex your foot. Point your toes to the ceiling. Extend out through that right foot. While extending, now draw that left knee towards your shoulder, towards your armpit. Soften down through that left side and extend through the right. Breathing in and out. Then on an inhale, lift your hips slightly to the left and draw your left knee across the right side of your body. Look over your left shoulder if that's available to you. Breathe here. Draw on your abdominals to bring your knee back to center. Release both legs to the floor, shake them out. And then one last move before we go into shavasana. Lift your heels off the floor, bent knees, and take a hold of the outside of your feet or any part of your legs that you can hold. This is our happy baby move, and I'm not sure we could have a yoga practice of joy without happy baby. So hold your feet, rock a little side to side, feel good. Don't take it seriously. Just move in this position. Stay still if that feels better, or side to side if you prefer. And when you're ready, release your feet to the floor and your arms to the floor. Extend your legs fully. Let your arms come to the side of your body. Palms facing up. Let your feet just soften and flop open into shavasana. Long, soft legs. Long, relaxed arms. Just lift your head, put it back down to reposition. Soften everything now. Take a couple of deep breaths. Another inhale. And exhale it all out. Soften your eyes, your face, your jaw. Let your teeth part. And take a few minutes to really enjoy shavasana. Bring your attention back to your body. If you have more time, you can stay lying in shavasana for as long as you like. If you're going to finish up now with me, just begin to make some small movements with your fingers and your toes. Roll your wrists, your ankles, move your mouth around. Now take a very big, deep inhale and exhale. Make some bigger movements. Maybe a long body stretch. Extend your arms and your legs for a nice long morning stretch. Even if it's evening, just take that long stretch. Roll over to your right side. Stay here for a moment and breathe. Then use your left arm to help transition, push up into a comfortable seated position. Close your eyes. Just bring your hands to heart center. And think about how you feel right now compared to when you first arrived on the mat. Did you feel a little joy in some of the movements we did today? I hope you did. Perhaps you can take one or two of them and use them again another day. And I hope that you can take some joy into your day as you move off your mat. Thank you for sharing your time and your practice with me today. Please subscribe to the video if you haven't, to my channel if you haven't yet. And thank you for sharing your space with me. Namaste.